Hi there, my name is Timothy and today I'm going to discuss a way of thinking that can ruin your life. I'm talking about confirmation bias. Confirmation bias, by the definition, means prejudice and seeking information to compare your current beliefs, neglecting the different points of view. Let's say you think that spruces are really beautiful and the best type of trees. And someone says that oak trees are better in all ways, and they smell nicer, they look more beautiful, like botanical stuff. I don't know why I bring it, but as an example, right? And you like spruces at the start already. Confirmation bias means that if you feel like you like spruces more than oaks, you will search information which will confirm your point of view and will prove you that spruces are actually better than oaks, instead of questioning like the basic constant of which one can be better, or can oak actually be better than the spruce. Dump example, so I will bring three more. Porn, celebrity conflict, your point of worldview. First one, porn. A really nice topic to start the video off, right? Some people on the internet can write that porn can be beneficial for you or that it can hurt you. And I'm talking about most of people, I'm not talking about like people who are aware and knowledgeable of that. Let's say we have a typical 15-year-old who plays video games, who have like free time, goes to walks with his friends, a basic guy from like 9th or 10th grade, right? And he watches porn. From time to time, he doesn't do it that much. It's like 2 or 3 times a week maybe, and he just needs to relax, to ease the pressure of the school. You know how it goes. And he hears that porn can be dangerous for you, and it can ruin your life. Because, trust me, don't look it up, but you can just trust me by my word. If you will Google porn ruin your life, you will find a fuck ton of videos describing how they came to the realization of that. And sorry for the break, someone broke into my room. And as he hears that porn can be dangerous for him, he won't really start to accept this point if he has this problem. And he will try to search information to prove himself right. Not wrong, not question his beliefs, but the easiest thing to do is to confirm your current beliefs, and that's what confirmation bias is doing. Why it goes like this? Because a person's brain is made and was developed since Stone Ages, where people didn't really use it that much, and people had to save their energy in every single way. And the brain is not an exception in that case. So basically, that means that your brain is trying to save as much energy as it can, so you don't struggle more. That's why it tries to force you to eat anything sweet or nice or tasty at the same time. When people tend to overeat, for example, because it tells you that you have to do it now because you can die in the future if you won't have it. And in case of brain power, brain energy, yeah, brain battery, if you want to say it this way, it tries to save as much energy as possible. That means if you will try to do something hard, you will feel like pressure, what's the word? How it was? Your brain will be stubborn against it because it will try to force you to not work harder. That's why learning things is really hard, because you have to force your brain to use more of this power than like 20% or 30%. If you ever heard that people that never like to use 100% of their brain, that's because brain is not developed this way, and you can only force it. And by that, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying this fact that the fact that people don't try hard and don't go to the point they burn out is mostly because of the fact that brain tends to use less energy, so it can rest more. Because brains, our like biological brain of monkeys, is just rest because we're not in danger. We have to save energy, so when we will be in danger, we have to activate it fully in a flight or fight situation. And confirmation bias is exactly a byproduct of that, since you want will you try to question your beliefs and look up information against your current position and question your own worldview and your mindset when you can confirm what you already know? Because it's way easier. You don't have to spend that much energy of your mind. You don't have to use that much of battery of your brain. It's not a scientific term. It's just something I made up right now. But let's say this guy looks up benefits of porn. It can help you relax and help you learn the process. It can help you to get to know your body, etc., etc. On the other hand, if he tried to look up the cons of that and how it can make you addicted, how it can make you less interested in a real woman, for example. I'm talking about boys, mostly, of course. Or men, depending on what you like. He could have spent more of his brain energy and find out that, well, yeah, actually I can be addicted to that stuff, and maybe it will ruin my life in the future. So I maybe should consider at least reducing it to less. In fact, most of the world is based on confirmation bias. Okay, what was the second question? Oh, celebrity conflict. Really nice thing. So number 2. I will bring up the most popular thing, I guess, or at least reasonably recent, conflict of Drake and Kendrick. If you're into this type of music, you'll understand what I'm talking about. For those people who doesn't listen to rap music, I will try to be as clear as possible. There are 2 artists, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and they both are really, really big figures in the music. And they make a lot of nice music, depending on your tastes, but still. And one artist came to diss another artist, and they had a conflict. And then then Drake dissed Kendrick, then Kendrick made another diss on Drake, and it went on. It was 2024 thing, and basically 2 artists were accusing each other of different problems and who is right, who is not in the situation. And confirmation bias was that if you follow and support Drake, you will try to cover him. If you follow and support Kendrick, you will try and follow up and cover him, that he is right in the situation, that he is the bad guy in the situation. And it was really funny because some people didn't try to look up information, and they were defending their artists like it's their family. And social media was full of information which confirms one's beliefs. And speaking of confirming beliefs on social media, it can be a surprise for you that confirmation bias is something that social media totally accepts. It's really useful for social media. It's really easy to make people believe what they already believe. It's easy to feed people content which they already like, because they don't have to think, because they will follow it, and they will ask for more. Let's say the same guy, speaking about porn, Googled searched, I'm sorry, I just use it too much, searched on the TikTok benefits of porn. you will find a fuck ton of videos which will cover and defend this garbage. I'm sorry because I have a different position, but I would just say defend this garbage, which will basically prove him right. So he will believe this even more. Instead of trying to ask himself, is this even healthy for me? Will it really even help me? Yeah, I might be as well use confirmation bias to find out that porn is bad, but I mean, it's too obvious today, and mostly when I see people who defend the gooning or porn, I just see people who are struggling with this confirmation bias the most, because they are so heavily dependent on feeding themselves the same information over and over and over again. But yeah, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. It can also it's overall questioning your own beliefs in the first place. Some people aren't able to do it. I don't know how to say it. It's just because it sounds so stupid for me, because I try to neglect or some things in case I'm not right. I understand that the more you know, the less you know, something like this. Aristocrates would have liked me if I said it to him. But yeah, and it was the third one as well. What do you? Overall, for people who smoke, they will try to find the reasons why cigarettes can be beneficial for them, how they can help them focus, how they can help them ease the stress. For drinking people, it will be that if you moderate your drinking, then you will be okay, and it's not a problem at all, and you can do it, you can continue to do it. And the problem is, people like to prove themselves right. And I hate to prove themselves wrong, because you have to accept that you're going to be not right. And if your self-esteem is too high and you are you build the walls around you and you like to live in a bubble, then confirmation bias is something you will use on an everyday basis. And it's the opposite. If you're not like that, you will try to question your beliefs as much as possible, because when you don't try to question your beliefs and you search up what you already believe, that means that you have no space to develop yourself, no space to find new knowledge, no space to ask yourself questions. Because the moment you stop to evolve is when you stop asking yourself questions like, am I right, am I wrong? And it can be an obvious thing for some people watching this video, but I'm so surprised how people like to use this stuff. Because, the most popular case I will say, and it will be really controversial, but I would like to say it, is depressed people like to be depressed. I'm sorry. I don't want to criticize people who are depressed, because I know that's a problem, and I can be depressed myself. But it's so ridiculous to me how people like to believe that life is bad and there is nothing great in life. Yes, life is fucked. Oh, I'm so sad. Let me smoke, let me drink, let me listen to some sad music. I'm just thinking, what the fuck is wrong with you? Bro, stop proving yourself right. Try to question, maybe life is not that bad. I mean, being honest, life is not perfect, and there's a lot of shady things happening. You just either accept this and live on, or you try to convince yourself that the world is bad, so that's why you feel bad. It's the same for the people who try to split bills in a restaurant. It's the same for the people who believe that economy is too bad to start a business. It's so easy to use this as an excuse, because confirmation bias is basically mostly an excuse. It can be, when you look up information on a topic that you have opinion about, a political party, a person, I don't know, whatever you like. Looking up information about this person, it's really important that you don't fall for this. And the greatest way I can advise you to use it is, first of all, remember that social media will always promote to you what you already can believe. That's why sad people get sad TikToks. That's why if you listen to certain artists, you get certain artist edits. That's why if you believe that, I don't know, if you believe that some races are superior to others, you will find information, and social media will feed information which will prove you right. even though, like, yeah, some people believe that, but still, your goal is to avoid this as much as possible and question yourself more. So you ask yourself, do I believe that, and why I believe that? You change how you type questions in Google, because if you write, let's say, like cats and dogs, right? If you like dogs more than cats, instead of writing why dogs are better than cats, write down which are better, dogs or cats. And like a really staple example, a really like simple one, but it can be related to anything. Kamala or Trump, Drake or Kendrick, I don't know, self-improvement or self-destruction, whatever you like. Try to search from both sides, please. I beg you to do it, because if you won't and you will fall for that, you will struggle in life and you will feel like the world is against you. Because it's like, it seems to me that USSR was built on confirmation bias itself. Like, one of the countries that I'm partly related to, and I just felt like, wow. Because it was made on proven people that, yeah, that our system is good, our system is bad, and you can't really like question this belief at all, because it's punished by the law. So maybe this video was a little bit random, but I just wanted to bring this topic because I found about that like pretty recently, I can say. It doesn't mean that I was using confirmation bias, but that I was new that something like this existed. I just didn't know the term for that, because I realized how bad social media are, how much of this confirmation bias is a social media, and how social media forces you to see the same exact things which you already believe, and never tries to ask you to see something else. And since like 98% of people use social media nowadays, I'm talking about most of the countries in the world, of course, not everyone. You can be a victim of the situation, so please don't be one. Question more of your beliefs, search information from both sides, write your questions down properly without unconsciously trying to prove yourself right. Because the more you can believe that you can be wrong, the more free you will be to seek out new things in your life. I didn't record videos for good like 2 months, I think. So it was kind of random, and I was a little bit unorganized. But I really wanted to speak about this today, and I hope some of my information can help you. Maybe I will rewrite this video in the future, but I just wanted to share something what I found out about recently and what amazes me, because it's like such a big problem of people. So yeah, be aware of yourself, question yourself, and question your self-beliefs. Question your beliefs, question your positions, and yeah, I know that I know nothing. Yeah, as he said. Keep grinding, it will pay off. Peace.